Hello, investigators of the supernatural. Welcome to the Return of Raidou Kuzunoha World Spotlight. We bring you this special program to showcase the highlights of RAIDOU Remastered, the mystery of the Soulless Army, launching on June 19th, 2025. It's been a spell for our seasoned sleuths who have played the original. For our newcomers, for example, those that have enjoyed Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, Persona 5, and Metaphor Refantasio, we introduce to you a unique experience that is a little different from our usual Atlas titles. Join us until the end. RAIDOU Remastered, The Mystery of the Soulless Army is a remaster of the action RPG Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha vs. the Soulless Army, released on PS2 back in 2006. Nearly 20 years later, the game has been revamped for easier and enhanced playability on the Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. We set the stage at the capital during the fictive year of Taisho 20. Behind the curtains of rapid development and foreign influence, supernatural beings known as demons move in silence, threatening the city's peace with the public being none the wiser. Our protagonist, Raidou Kuzunoha XIV, moonlights his days as an assistant detective under the Narumi Detective Agency. However, his real assignment is a devil summoner who commands demons to protect the people of the capital. Suddenly, the agency receives a strange phone call.
No, I mean it! I'm telling you straight. Please, sir. Please, help.
Hello? She hung up. So she needs us, huh?
The young heiress and only daughter of the esteemed Daidoji family, Kaya Daidoji, is the client behind this request. Raidou and his boss Narumi rush to meet her, but Kaya is snatched right before their eyes by a group of crimson-cloaked military police. It's up to Raidou to get to the bottom of her disappearance. But demons, superhumans, and evil spirits beyond human comprehension stand in his way. Can Raidou crack the case and save the girl from her dreadful fate? And what is the true identity of those who kidnapped her? A surprising and earth-shattering conclusion awaits as you take on the adventures of Devil Summoner Raidou Kuzunoha. Raidou's not alone in his investigation. At his side are several collaborators who assist him throughout his journey towards the truth. First, there's the mysterious black cat, Goto Doji, also simply known as Goto. Don't let his looks fool you. Despite his adorable appearance, Goto has a stern demeanor that further lends to his role as Raidou's mentor, who often imparts words of advice. He speaks the human language, but to the average layman, all they hear are simple meows.
Fortunately, you, a devil summoner, have other options.
Raidou, do something about this thing!
Next is the head of the Narumi Detective Agency and Raidou's boss, Narumi. An upstanding adult who defies powerful opponents when it comes to it, is what we'd like to say. But well, usually he has Raidou doing the groundwork while racking up bills at the local culinary haunt. Despite his laziness and lack of supernatural powers, Narumi is one who cannot overlook those in need.
I'd go, but it's easier for you anyway. What with those demons of yours and all.
Let's not forget Miss Tai Asakura, who writes for the local paper. A bit clumsy on her feet, sure, but very proactive nonetheless. A winsome and outspoken journalist, she often brings tips to Raidou that aids him in uncovering further clues.
I've been following my own leads, of course.
Lastly, at the back of the dubious basement, we have the enigmatic Dr. Victor, a genius scientist who performs the secret art of demon fusion.
Welcome to the Gomaden.
This eclectic group that lives and breathes the air of an ever-changing and fantastical Taisho era offers a retro yet fresh take on a classic detective mystery. At times, Raidou needs a demon's power to aid him in his investigations for the Narumi Detective Agency. He can summon ally demons, each with their own special skill, and bring them with him anywhere at any time while out in the field to help him in his work. The summoned demon will have its own special skills for investigation. Take, for instance, the Read Mind skill to tap into the inner thoughts of others, or the Ignite skill to stoke the flames of one's emotions, or the Cool Down skill to cross waterways without a foothold. These investigative skills are unique for each demon order. So be sure to arm yourself with as many different demons as possible, lest you find yourself stuck in a sticky situation. Speaking of sticky situations, there are also instances where Raidou finds himself in places where he can't proceed on his own. If you end up in such a spot, simply have your demon embark on a solo investigation which is useful for battles, investigations, and strolls. Protect the peace of the capital together with your demon comrades. How does one gain more ally demons? That's elementary, dear detectives. Either use the Art of Confinement to seal enemy demons encountered in battle and turn them from foe to friend, or visit the mysterious Dr. Victor to use the secret technique of demon fusion. From the mighty and fearsome to the small and charming, a myriad of demons await you, Devil Summoner. Even without his demons, Raidou's battle prowess is nothing to sneeze at. An average demon wouldn't stand a chance against his sword and gun. Wield your blade to land a variety of light strikes or heavy attacks that deal massive damage. Utilize the gun to go on the offensive from a distance without the worry of running out of bullets. The ammunition replenishes itself. As you have seen, Raidou has the basic ability to face any opponent. However, the enemies that stand in his way are also powerful. Thus, it'd be naive to think a Devil Summoner can truly go at it alone. Play your hand wisely and use your trusted ally demons as the ultimate trump card to overcome any and all foes. Up to 2 demons can be summoned to fight alongside Raidou and make use of their own powerful skills to automatically cover for Raidou. If the skill is effective against an enemy's weakness, they will become immobile and vulnerable to attacks that deal increased critical damage. If you use a heavy attack that has a great destructive power, you may be able to crush your opponent unilaterally. However, you need energy called magnetite, or mag for short, to use your skills. Choose when to expend or conserve your mag wisely. The key here is to know when to use Raidou's light attacks and when to use his heavy attacks. Although light sword attacks deal less damage, they can absorb mag from the opponent to replenish your own. On the other hand, heavy sword attacks are more powerful but do not absorb any mag. If you already have enough mag when facing a stunned enemy, then use a skill to deliver the final blow. If the opposite, launch a flurry of light attacks to quickly recover some before your finishing move. Or not, the choice is yours. This is what we call the Mag Drain battle system, in which you can fight strategically according to your playstyle. Looking back, the Shin Megami Tensei franchise has had several spin-offs, such as Persona, but the Devil Summoner RAIDOU Kuzunoha series is the only one among them to have emerged as an action RPG. While the turn-based battle system that was first seen in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne can still be found in later titles like Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance, Persona 5 Royal, and Metaphor ReFantazio. The Devil Summoner RAIDOU Kuzunoha series stands out by implementing real-time action combat. Shin Megami Tensei Devil Summoner was the first to delve deeper into the relationship with demons, while Devil Summoner Soul Hackers further evolved the system. From these, the Devil Summoner RAIDOU Kuzunoha series was born with the unique focus on utilizing demons to your advantage, and the ability to use them at any time both in and out of battle, an experience that other titles do not offer. Let's take a gander towards the changes and new elements in this remaster, which has been revamped with new graphics and received additional new elements for ease of play. Let's first take a look at the visuals. Character models and environments have been enhanced while still retaining the atmosphere of the original. The combat system has been overhauled to expand upon the cooperation between Raidou and his demons. Now you can call upon not one, but two demons to your side. Raidou himself is now able to learn special abilities that target enemy weaknesses, adding even more depth to the cooperation and strategic gameplay with his demons. You can also make use of additional moves new to this remaster, such as Devil's Bane, a powerful opportunity to attack during a brief moment of weakness in the enemy. Spirit Slash, a wide demonic strike that dishes massive damage to all on the battlefield, and more. Make use of these mini moves in your arsenal. This is a remastered title, but in order to provide a better gaming experience, we have reviewed various aspects and worked to enhance the overall volume. Check out these updated and added elements. Now, we invite director Kazuyuki Yamai to further set the scene. Mr. Yamai, please take it away. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Kazuyuki Yamai, and I am the director of this title. I was also the director of the second game in the RAIDOU series. I also directed Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne Maniacs, its HD remaster, and Shin Megami Tensei 4. I produced Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse and worked on the concept for Shin Megami Tensei 5. To everyone who supported us all this time, thank you very much for your patience. RAIDOU Kuzunoha is finally back. His return is undoubtedly due to your unending support. First and foremost, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to all of you. Thank you very much. And now we are finally able to announce it. Thanks to you, RAIDOU has many fans within the industry, and during development, they have requested us to bring him back. It was difficult to feign ignorance during that time. Once again, we hope you will continue to support RAIDOU in the future. I wanted to bring RAIDOU back right away, but it so happened to fall into place now. Whenever a title I was leading wrapped up, I would consider what to do next and always thought about RAIDOU. We've reached the point where all thorough preparations have been made to start development. However, at the start of development, when I reread the scenario plot of the original version, I felt it was rather good that the title was being brought back now. During the original's development, it was a time where the future was uncertain. So Kazuma Kaneko suggested that we depict a different era with the theme of passion to cheer up the people of the modern age. That is how the first game was developed. Though I personally feel that even now the future remains uncertain. So I think that even in these times, the theme of this work will still resonate. In this world without heroes, I think there's great significance in RAIDOU being able to make a comeback. Of course, since he's made his return, I don't want things to end here. I can't say for sure, but I also hope that RAIDOU will continue to play an active role in the future. There are two reasons. First of all, after the release of the series sequel, King Abaddon, we received feedback from fans that they wanted to play a version of the Soulless Army that had the system from the second game. At the time, the original version of Soulless Army had received feedback that the character modeling, world, and the scenario were good, but the system was not up to expectations. So I always thought that if we were going to bring Soulless Army back to life, I wanted to make sure that we replaced the game system with that of the seconds, King Abaddon. And this time, we were able to do just that, replacing the game system with King Abaddon's. It doesn't end there. The new generation of developers thoroughly refined and polished this system and added a lot of features that fit a modern playstyle. So I believe we were able to bring it as close as possible to the Soulless Army that everyone envisioned when the original version was released. At the same time, however, I thought it was necessary to express the fact that this is a new Soulless Army in the name. The second reason is that while the original version was only available in a limited number of regions, this installment will be released worldwide. This means that there are many people around the world who will be introduced to Raidou or will come to learn of Raidou in the future through this work. For these audiences, we thought a title that makes it clear that anyone can play and easily enjoy this installment without any issues would be good. Looking at social media, we see that people who speak languages other than Japanese also call the game Raidou. Therefore, we thought to use the term Raidou, which is easily recognizable to people throughout the world, in the title when bringing this work to everyone. I think there may be some concerns about this title change. That's why we, the developers, with our love for Raidou unchanged for the past 19 years, created this game as RAIDOU Remastered. Where should we change, and where should we not? As the original director, I carefully considered this. So I hope you will take the time to watch this video and carefully consider how Soulless Army has been renewed and where it has remained the same. First of all, the scenario, which is based on a criminal investigation, is novel. A mystery unfolds in the pursuit of the culprit, examining their motive for the crime and the background of the case. I think the more familiar that you are with Atlus RPGs, the more you'll find the scenario to be different and fresh. As I mentioned earlier, the game system has been greatly improved from the original version. So when I played it to check for bugs, I felt a very strange sensation. I thought, is this really Soulless Army? Especially when I was busy with demon fusion, leveling up my ally demons, and doing side quests while neglecting the main story. I thought, this is a feeling of exhilaration that wasn't there in the original, and was left with strong feelings of excitement. There's no doubt it's all thanks to the efforts of the development team. I would love for all the fans to play it again. The close relationship you have with your ally demons, where you investigate cases and fight battles together, is an appeal you won't find in other titles. When we made the original version of Raidou, I felt that Soul Hacker's vice system and demon negotiation already allowed us to portray a close relationship between Raidou and his ally demons. Therefore, I remember wanting to go even further with the original Raidou and create a system that focused on the ally demons. We felt that this was the difference between the Shin Megami Tensei series and the Devil Summoner series. Since the release of the original, Atlus has released many titles dealing with demons. However, I don't think the appeal of adventuring with Raidou's ally demons has faded at all. For those who may become new fans, I hope you'll experience the unique aspect of spending time with demons that is different from the Shin Megami Tensei series and the Persona series. By the way, I think there may be some of you watching that are not as great with action games. In this game, you can choose the Sleuth difficulty level where Raidou does not die and there's no game over. So if you are interested in the characters and setting, I hope you'll pick up this game with peace of mind. We are planning activations that will allow you to communicate with Atlas and with each other. So please stay tuned for more information. We would also like to ask all of our fans who have supported us this far to share the appeal of Raidou with those who have just discovered the title. And we'd like to encourage those who have just discovered Raidou to ask old fans what it's all about. We would be overjoyed to see new and old fans interacting in this way. Through such an exchange, we believe that we can all celebrate Raidou's comeback and even pave the way for greater success for Raidou in the future. Thank you for joining us. We hope you enjoyed all we had to demonstrate for our special program. RAIDOU Remastered. The Mystery of the Soulless Army releases June 19th, 2025 on Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam. A physical collector's edition from Limited Run Games is also en route. Please look forward to more details further down the line. Pre-order any digital or physical edition to get the Raidou Glasses bonus, a set of Taisho-era glasses for Raidou to don in-game. Don't forget, lest you curse yourself for missing out. Stay tuned for further updates, and we look forward for you all to unveil the mystery. With Return Kuzunoha the 14th on the case, no stone will be left unturned. Unleash the supernatural.